brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell.
Two brains, one cell. Dummy motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, I can't tell.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today, Carson's face is broken.
Yep. I broke it.
He broke it.
This is Two Brains, One Cell, episode 77.
That's 2 sevens
we
if
got
you think
sevens
about
going.
it.
We got sevens going.
That's
baby.
my favorite number, 7-7.
Ew, I hate sevens.
Okay,
Dude, you were literally born on August 7th.
Fuck. Fuck.
Hey, we
Okay,
found
okay.
a minor on the road.
I'm homeless, actually.
You're homeless?
I'm
Yeah,
not-
we.
Wait, minor? Like, oh. Okay, yeah, minor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Sorry. I thought you were, like, talking about, like, the digging miners.
Yeah, I found this
Oh.
guy in a mine shaft.
In a mine, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Just,
collecting diamonds.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
my
yeah.
sword and armor.
dude, what a
Ridiculous.
bad app. I almost was already racist off rip.
Okay. Okay.
Like, fucking hell. I stopped myself. I'm going to tell it to you guys later anyways. But
Just off camera.
yeah,
No
exactly.
cancellations here.
Yeah.
We don't work that way.
We don't work.
The next camera cut, Cade's gone. We're like, he got canceled.
He
He
got
got
arrested.
canceled.
I'm either gone or have a black eye.
He has a life sentence, actually.
Yeah,
He has
he's done
7
for, dude.
warrants.
He's gone.
Too many war crimes.
All right. I wanted to bring up the souls.
Really
of-
quick, say your name.
Oh yeah, I guess we
Oh.
could introduce you for real.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is I'm going to hit it. So my artist name is Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Full name, Luis Antonio Rodriguez Ramirez Huerta Jr.
You could have just kept it with the first one, man.
I know, but like,
That
I just
was-
got to hit it with that because it always surprises
Yo,
people.
you know this guy a rapper. Look how he holding the fucking mic.
Hi,
Welcome
guys.
back to.
Look at how he's holding the
Sweet
mic
Life of
compared
Zach
to
and
us.
Bro,
Cody.
I know. I
This
just
is-
always hold it like this. This is
Remember
really,
the
really
bellhop
sad.
from Zach and Cody?
Oh yeah.
The he
Mega
had-
Montoya's or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It's like almost the same
Yeah.
thing. That was probably a racist thing to say.
No, oh, you're the motherfucker off The Princess Bride, who has the long like
Oh, yeah.
challenges everyone to a
Montoya.
duel.
I'm just
You-
so scared because all these are just over my head.
Flying
right
over
now.
your head.
I'm like, okay, yeah, funny.
You guys are so great. What the fuck are they talking about?
What are they talking
Are
about?
they being rude or funny?
Are they making it up?
It's a bad idea to be here. I'm scared.
He regrets it already.
Mom,
Come pick me up.
Literally.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Speaking of holes, just kidding.
Hey yo.
What? I'm just gonna bring it back. You know,
Save it for the beat. Save it for the beat.
Save it for
No,
the
yeah.
beat,
So,
bro.
Souls of Mischief. I was kind of stupid. All right. This was the first. I know, crazy. Me stupid.
Weird.
Wow. No, so I was planning on getting there early, like I do with every fucking concert I go to.
Like
so,
how early?
like I was planning at least like an hour, 2 hours early.
You call that early?
Well, especially because
Motherfucker brings a 10.
Well, okay, no, previous
no,
ones.
not-
Hey yo, no
Mhm.
shot.
No, there's-
Previous times I have gotten there like 4 hours early, and
Ye-
that's what happened this time. on
So
accident.
for every concert I usually go to, we always prepare packed lunches because we stay there for at
That's
least
smart.
8 to 10 hours.
See, my
like-
ass ends up sitting in line hungry as shit, and then I have to buy the expensive food inside.
Yeah, we just bring like just grocery bags and just throw 'em in.
Homeboy
so
turns
smart.
a concert into a fucking field trip.
No,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
No, because like for every concert we want to be first because my sisters are short as fuck.
Just them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get trampled.
Just your sisters,
They're 4'11".
not you.
So you're calling me short right now?
No, I'm just making sure.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I just met this fucking guy.
Oh, and you're already disrespecting me like that?
Yeah,
Me personally, I wouldn't take that.
but you are.
I am because we're cameras on,
Yeah.
and also I'm not gonna do shit about it when cameras on.
He's like, I'm also a pussy.
Yeah, you don't.
so
push your luck.
Same, bro. Same. It's
doors
fine.
open at
Yes,
7,
it does.
and I was like, right, doors open at 7. I get there like 2-3 hours early. I'll be
Mhm.
real close in line, and I take the front runner out there. It was free fair day, so I didn't have to pay to use the front runner.
Must be nice.
It was nice, yeah. And then I took that
I want to
out
go to
there,
a fair.
and it was 40. It was a 42-minute walk to the venue from the front runner.
I would kill myself.
And so I'm just like, well, here we fucking go. That's why I was trying to get there even earlier, is because I'm
Lime
like, I'm
scooter.
gonna take a walk that's gonna get there. And so I start walking, and I find the skate shop that is the coolest fucking thing. Because
And
like
you
the
got
previous
sucked
time,
in.
the same time, like so the last time I did this, I found a skate shop that was like a hotel and like a climbing gym and all this kind of stuff that was like full skate park within inside of this hotel thing.
That's
And
sick as fuck.
I was like, this is so dope. And then this time I find a skate shop that looks like an old school like skate shop that's got a half pipe in there with chain link fences around it and stuff, and it's got like stuff hanging off of
So
it. Like,
just look kind of hardcore.
yeah, it was so sick. And I walk in there and I'm wearing my shirt that says "I'm afraid of women."
Nice. So
And
you
so-
fit right the fuck in.
I walk in the door and the dude's like, "Yo, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, I didn't know this place existed. I'm just checking it out before I keep walking." And he was like, "Dude, I need to get one of those shirts." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, this is fucking sick. They're cheap as hell. It's a Utah-based guy. His name's Luca International. You can check out his website, and they're like cheap as shit, and you can get one of these." And he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely need to get one." But like, you could tell by the way that he was acting, he was
He's
like,
not gonna get
yeah,
one.
he was like, "There's no way I'm doing that, dude." And I was
Yeah.
like, "He's based in Provo or something like that," and it's really cool. And then I just walked away.
They just started looking at the other shit.
But it was like a pit stop, and then I'm like, "All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna go to."
You took a side quest.
I'm gonna get in a box.
I'm
gonna ship the box.
myself to the front of the line.
So I was, and I do this every time with a concert. I have to have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, there's a million Mavericks on the way there, so I'm gonna stop at this one that's just around the corner from the venue. Go to the bathroom. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get a water, and I'm just gonna hang out, and it'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to this Maverick, and let me tell you guys, I was not prepared to see a skyscraper that was a Maverick.
Oh, was it a big ass
Oh.
building?
Yeah, it was the Maverick home base.
Not gonna lie, I love that building. Have you ever been on top of it? Beautiful building.
I didn't even know.
It
Like,
shows everything on
well,
there.
imagine I turn a corner to try and like just imagining to see a little Maverick, but I see this fucking
Big ass.
Yeah.
big ass
Oh.
building, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? I need a piss. I need to get food. This Maverick isn't actually a Maverick." And so then I get closer and I'm like, "Oh, it is. It's just."
Homeboy had to go to the
It's
7th
the
floor.
headquarters.
Yeah, I was like, it's just right down at the bottom.
You
it'll
went
be
to the
fine."
main man.
Yeah, I
You
was like,
went to
"Hey, do you have a bathroom up here? Like the main office?"
Yeah.
He's like, "The fuck."
All right,
You walk
7th
in.
floor bathroom, 13th floor where you find your burritos, and then 2nd floor you can find your bottled water.
And all the way at the bottom, all the slushies.
Yeah, in the basement. So I get there and I walk in and I'm like, "Sweet, this is like an actual Maverick." So I walk to the back where the bathrooms are supposed to be,
Mhm.
and they're locked.
I had a
Do you
random
need to get
thought.
a key?
I thought I needed to get a key.
When you said basement, whenever I think of basements, I think of just like old laundry rooms. I'm just thinking all the slushies and fucking washers.
Like washers, like
and-
big fucking
yeah, and to get one, you gotta put quarters in and shit.
and it's like all stone at the bottom, like an unfinished basement
Yeah,
down there.
exactly. You open it, all the slushy falls out.
And there's just one dude sitting in the corner reading a magazine, like it's an
Yeah.
actual laundry shop. there's a like an ATM where you get the quarters out of it and everything.
All the dryers are just on fire.
So I go to the back and I think I need to get a key, and so I go to the front. I'm like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he didn't speak English very well, and
He's like, why
So-
the fuck is this guy asking me if he can pee?
and so he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And then I just kind of stand there waiting for him to hand me a key, and he's standing there staring at me.
He's like, go.
Yeah, and then I'm like, I like lean in. I'm like, "Do I need?" And he goes, "I'll buzz you in." And I go, "Oh, okay." And so then I walk back there, and I'm looking at the door, and then it turns green, and I go, "Oh, okay." I
What
see.
a guy.
What the
a pal.
fuck?
Yeah, I didn't know that you had to buzz me in to go to the bathroom, but all right. Like,
Yeah, we're to that.
It's because
point
it's
now.
the headquarters, bro. Were they at least clean?
No.
They
Nope,
weren't clean?
nope, no. It was worse than the Maverick that's actually by my house
Are you
over
dead
here.
ass? For
It-
it being the headquarters, you expect it to be clean.
There was still
well,
like
it's Salt Lake. You know how many people are shitting in
Well,
that bathroom?
but still, if you have you have to buzz people in.
you'd think
know
that they
how
would
many
only
people-
let
like,
in people that
exactly.
would keep it clean, but it was
Yeah.
like it was still pretty trash. And it wasn't anything like bad, but it was like there's definitely a public bathroom that's been used a lot.
a little bit of dookie on
And
the
some
bowl.
dude was taking his shit next to me, and I was like, "Well, here we go." So I sat down and just started going.
I couldn't go to the bathroom today at school because he was a kid. I swear to God, like the way he was pushing, I would expect his hands to be.
Just gripping the bit.
My brother, you got to speak into that microphone.
Oh, am I not speaking? Oh, it's like
Homeboy,
right here.
homeboy was talking and just went.
Oh, I know, because I was just demonstrating.
Oh yeah.
Walls.
We do that still. We've done
Yeah.
70-something episodes, and we still do that shit. So don't.
This is my
No.
first time.
the first time?
You guys are popping my podcast virginity right
Yeah.
now. My podcast cherry.
Allegedly.
Don't say that.
Oh, because I'm a...
You're
yeah.
a minor.
Sorry.
We're not. We're not popping shit.
Let's get back on. Except for Perky's, baby.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go.
Allegedly.
Back on track though. So I get
Okay.
past this Maverick and I get to the venue and I'm like, "Oh, there it is, the Urban Lounge. It's my first ever 21 and up concert venue."
Right.
Must be
And
nice.
I was like, "Shit, yeah, this is gonna be dope. I'll get in there. I'll get a fucking beer and I'll get to hang out." So I get to the doors and there's literally no one there. It's like ghost town.
What?
I was like, there's nobody here. And I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, this is like, you know, an old school underground hip hop group.
band, but like still they have one of the like most famous beats. Of all
Right,
time.
yeah.
For how long did you think you were in the wrong place?
I didn't think I was,
Oh,
because
okay.
on the side of it, burnt into the wood, it says the Urban Lounge.
I would still think I was at the wrong place.
I just thought like, because there's double doors, and I was like, so is there? Do I need to go in the doors? Yeah, and wait.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like an area to wait or something. And I was like, I don't know, because I did see people while I was crossing the street go in. So I was like, is that?
Is
And
that
I was
the
like,
thing
I don't
here?
want to open the door and then be like, the fuck are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
get outside. I'm like, shit, sorry.
They
but-
just spit at you.
Yeah.
You start
What are you,
kicking the shit out of
stupid
you.
idiot?
No rap concert here.
Who
the
the
fuck?
Who the fuck do you think you is?
So I'm like, well, I guess I'll go sit in the grass over there in the shade. So I just go sit down and I'm just playing on my phone, and I had my portable charger, so I wasn't worried about it like losing power or anything. And a little while passes, and I see some guys come out of the double doors and they walk past me, and I'm sitting there staring at one of them like, is that? I swear that's one of the members. I was like, it's got to be him. And so then as he's like coming in front of me, I'm getting on the Instagram and I click on it, and it's A+ from the group. And he's the one who made the 93 Till Infinity beat.
Beats.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there looking at the picture of him and looking at him, and I'm like,
That's crazy.
and it's the same thing that happened when we were in Arizona when we saw Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Is I go, Bobby? And then he like passes us, and I was like, that's crazy. And then Cade goes, Bobby!
Yeah, I don't let that shit slide.
And so without Cade there, I just go,
That's cool.
and he passes, and I go, that was rad.
Because the thing is, Carson
so you
is
could
mo-
have had the chance to like
Twice,
talk.
because he came back. And I did talk to him when he came back. I
Okay.
was like,
'Cause
dude,
I
I'm
would've
hyped for
slapped the shit
tonight,
out of you
dude.
right now if you didn't.
I was like, I'm hyped as fuck for tonight, dude. And he goes, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And he points at me and goes inside. And I was like,
nice.
Fire.
I did good. I
'Cause
did good.
Carson gets more excited than me. I just don't care what people around me think anymore when
Well-
there's that guy in front of me.
And he's chill as fuck, too. He would 100% would have been able to, like, would have been down to
Oh,
take
yeah.
a picture with me and everything. But I was just so
it's also-
starstruck.
It's also just that, is it okay to ask right now?
Right, like I
He's
know,
probably
like
busy.
Yeah.
he was going to get food, is what he left to go get food, and
Mhm.
so
Okay,
I was
yeah.
just like, I was like,
It's like,
"Ah,
let the
whatever,"
man
you
do
know?
his thing
Yeah.
for, yeah.
And then another rapper that opened for him came out, and I didn't recognize him from the group, so I was like, who is this guy? I don't recognize him. Later on, I found out his name's Raw Wattage,
It's kind of sick.
and he's actually dope as fuck. So Raw Wattage was his name. I didn't recognize him at the time, but then another one of the members comes out, and then the architect, the guy who makes their beats and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
uh-huh.
walks out, and I'm like, and then he gets in a car and sits there, and I was like, is that him?
You just
That's
start
so
chasing
crazy.
Yeah, and I couldn't look it up fast enough before they backed out and left, and I was like, I think that was the architect. I was like, the fuck is going on? I'm just seeing
Yeah.
everybody today. But I'm gonna skip a little bit further up. I'm sitting against the wall right next to the door, and then I see just people coming in and out, and I see them all come back in and all this kind of stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I should post this TikTok that me and Cade made, and I post it, and I just put my phone away, because then this dude that walked past me while I was sitting there walks past, didn't think anything of it, and he comes back, and I did skip this part. There was a lady that, may or may not have a home, that also may or may not be on a shit ton of drugs, and she's walking past me doing one of those she's walking past me doing that shit, and I'm just like, oh God, please do not engage with me. Just go past me. And she stops in front of me and starts going, just growling and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She was challenging you.
Yeah, dude, it felt like The Last of Us, like the clickers where they're sitting there doing like,
You just hear the round starting sound.
I hear the fetch me their souls.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no! Oh, fuck!
On the way, bro.
She's sitting there going,
All of a sudden, there's double tap next to you. You're like, oh fuck! No! Oh fuck!
Mystery box pops up.
Yeah. And then she gets a little bit just probably 10 feet away from me, and she's kind of by this window, and then she just goes, ah, and screams at the top of her lungs as loud as fucking possible, like as if someone would have just stabbed her. And so then I flinch, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my God. And so then this guy's walking by, and she's screaming too, and so he's kind of moving away from her as he goes around.
Yeah.
and she's just screaming and screaming and screaming, and then finally like just starts to walk away. And on the windowsill, there's an ice cream carton that looked like it'd been sitting there forever. And she walks over, picks it up, and it looks at it, and then just starts drinking it. And let me tell you, it's been sitting since I got there. It's been in the sun. So even if someone were to have put it there, just like right before I showed up, it had been sitting in the sun for hours. And she still walked over and was like, just drinking out of it. And I was just like, oh,
That shit was probably
God.
rat poison.
And I was like, damn. So anyway, the guy that walked past her comes back and gets in line next to me. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then he just kind of gets in a conversation with, I started the conversation with him going, man, it's a good thing I got here hours early because this line is nuts. And
Yep.
it's just him next to me. So I was like, this is crazy. And he goes, yeah. And he was like, I walked past and saw no one was here, so I thought I'd go grab a drink and a bite to eat just across the street. And I was like, that's smart. That was smart. I should have done that. And so we get up to like a conversation or something, and I'm feeling my pocket just bzz, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck? So I open it, and I open TikTok, and I'm at like already thousands of views on that TikTok, and I'm like, holy shit. And the fact that like the short amount of time that this had happened, I was like, oh, this is gonna go up. Like this
Yeah.
is going up. And so like I talked to him about concerts, and he had gone to the Sublime with Rome that I had just went to in Pennsylvania, but he went to the one out here.
Oh.
And so I told him, I was like, dude, no way, I missed the one out here. And when I was out on a trip, I found out they were playing out there, and I gotta go do it out there. And so we had that in common, and we were talking
That's
about all the
pretty funny.
concerts and
That's
like
cool.
underground artists that play, and we got to talk about MF Doom and like all. It was the coolest thing, and he did not look remotely close to a guy that would be like. He seemed, yeah, like he seems like this common guy you'd see at a bar that's kind of like buff, and like just kind of like just an NPC. Like
I was
you
about to
wouldn't
say,
think-
just like as soon as you start a video game, that's the character they have
yeah,
before you build
yeah,
one.
he just seemed like this normal. You wouldn't expect him to be into like the underground hip hop scene and like into like these concerts and stuff. So it was cool to talk to him. And eventually the line starts to build up just a little bit. Like I gotta say, by the time it's 7 o'clock and the doors open, there's like 10 people in line.
How
Oh.
many people do you think were like in the building in general?
Well, so I'll get to that because
Okay.
I've got a thing with that. So I get the doors open, they let me in, and I go in and I go get a water because I ran out of water way early. I go in, I get a water, and I get a banquet, and
How much was the banquet?
I think it was like $8,
Damn.
or maybe it was like 7, but I just tipped, so I rounded up to 10.
Oh.
And he was like, "Do you want to open or close the tab?" And I was like, "I'll just keep it closed," and because I didn't think I'd want to spend another $10 on a beer. You
Yeah.
know? So I'm drinking that beer as people are coming in and whatnot, and I'm looking at the merch, and there's just duffel bags sitting there and with it on the wall, and I'm like, damn, I can't buy a shirt yet. Like, fuck, that means people are gonna come in and like, I who knows what I'm gonna be about, whatever.
Yeah.
And then so before I keep forgetting to mention shit. So before anyone lined up next to me, the security guard guy comes out and he goes to take a picture of the sign that says Souls of Mischief and everything. And I'm sitting on the ground, and so I just jump up and move out of the way. And he goes, "No, dog, you're good." And I'm like, "No, dude, get your picture. I don't want to be in the way or anything." And he was like, "All right, sweet," because I was right under the Urban Lounge sign. So I was like, "I'm gonna." And so I move out of the way, and he was like, "Thanks, man." And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'm excited for tonight." And he's like, "You damn right." And then he goes, "Hey, make sure you're first in line, man." And I was like, "Hey, look at the competition." And
That's funny.
and he's like, "Yeah, I'll make sure you get in first too." And I was like, I guess okay. I mean, I am first, but okay.
I'm already here.
Yeah. And so then
Fast pass for like VIPs.
I didn't know they didn't have that. No.
So,
I was weird. And so I just, when I got in there, I look over to him and I'm like, "Hey man, I got in first." And he was like, "Damn right, dude." And so I'm walking around and I'm just like pacing with my beer because no one
No
is
one's in
walking
there.
in, like it's taking forever. And so I'm just walking around, drinking my beer, hanging out by the merch, and then these two guys that are maybe a little bit older than me are standing next to me and looking at the merch. We're all just admiring it. And then I hear like some whispers from them, and then I hear shirt, and then I hear him go, "Oh, dude, that's funny." And then he goes, "Same, dude, same." And then I'm like, "What the yeah, my shirt says I'm afraid of women." They were talking about my shirt, and I was like, "Oh," and then it clicked way too late, and I was gonna say like, "Yeah, you like it? Like, this is pretty funny, huh?" Like,
But it'd be
something
weird if you
stupid.
mentioned it.
Yeah. So I was just like, you know what? I'll let that slide. And Then I kept talking to that security
You
guard.
let that slide?
I let that slide, dude.
Damn.
Me personally, I would never. Do
I wouldn't have let it, but I did. I had to.
Damn.
So I start talking to that security guard more, and I'm just buddying up with him. Like, we're just talking it up. And eventually I get my shirt and didn't recognize it, but I bought my shirt from one of the fucking rappers in the group.
Himself.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I'm seeing almost all of them today.
Yeah.
Well,
What
you
the
did see
fuck?
all of them.
Well, yeah, I did see, but I mean, before the concert, I
yeah.
was like, holy cow, I'm getting the numbers. I'm going, like, I'm collecting the stones, you know? Like,
That's fine.
and so I'm sitting there, like, I'm looking at him. I'm like, this guy looks familiar too. And his rings have their symbol on it. He's got these big, thick rings that have their insignia on
You
it.
just look at him. How much for the fucking ring?
And it's because the Souls of Mischief is a smaller group from a bigger group called the Hieroglyphics. And so he was wearing the Hieroglyphics ring and their insignia on it. And I was like, damn, that's sick as fuck. And some dude comes up to me and starts talking about the merch. And he was like, the same thing with the other guy. He was just super friendly and open to talk to me. And I was like, man, you think we're going to get a shirt tonight? And like, anyway, I buy a shirt and I'm walking around and it starts to fill in a little bit more. And I'm just pacing still. I'm like, I'm going to get my legs ready to just to be able to stay standing. Yeah. So the security guard goes, man, you're doing the right thing because this thing's going to get loaded up and you're not going to be able to move. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. So that's why I'm pacing too. And I was like, fuck. I go back and forth a couple times and I go up to him. I'm like, so how many people you think are going to be here tonight? And he goes, so it's a sold out show. We've already turned away 5 people at the door. And I go, what? And I'm like, there's
Damn.
20 people in here and it's like almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's no one here. And he was like, yeah, so we sold about 400 something tickets. And I go, what? And he goes, the capacity's about 3 something and we sold 400. And I was like, you're fucking kidding me.
So it's gonna be packed.
It's
packed,
going to be,
packed.
yeah, sardines. Like, we are going to be touching. And I was
Yeah.
like, you've got to be kidding.
I love how he just full on admitted he's breaking fire code.
Breaking fire.
And he's telling me all this stuff. And he was like, yeah. And like, so me and him buddy up and he's just giving me the tea. Like, he's just feeding me this
All of a
stuff,
sudden,
yeah.
you're just a cop.
I'm like, you're done, buddy. Concert's over. You're done.
You're done.
Skip forward. I do end up getting another beer.
Nice.
And I find a spot and I just start chilling there. And this really, really pretty lady is like eyeing me. Like, I swear, she's gorgeous. And I swear she was like doing that thing where she's purposely like making eye contact and then kind of like leading her eyeline away kind of thing. And so I'm sitting there like, is my shirt, is she looking at my shirt? I was like, what do I do here? And so then I'm trying to think, do I go up to her?
Can she not read it?
And I was like, she's alone. Like, she doesn't have anyone with her. So I was like, maybe she's single. She's doing what I'm doing, just here by myself. And, you know me. I don't have the balls to do that. So I didn't do it. Good thing. 'cause-
Correction. You do have the balls to do it. You did it in Phoenix.
Yeah, but there was money on the line there. There was money on the line.
So all I
it
gotta
only
say
has
is,
to be money.
here's a fucking quarter. Go talk to the bitch.
well, if someone was like, I'll give you
go talk to the bitch.
I'll give you $5. You go talk to her right now. I'll be like,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Because
All right,
then,
now I
worst
know
case
what to do.
scenario, my escape is, yeah, I was doing it for money. Fuck you, and walk away. Like, anyway, it was lucky
I
because
have a boyfriend. I have $5 more, bitch.
there was a guy with her and like but she was still eyeing me up the whole night, and I was
Could've
just
been a
like,
brother. Could've
I
been a
know,
cousin.
that's what I was saying. I was like, she's still eyeing me up, and she accidentally spilt her beer all over the floor,
Oh.
and
So
yeah.
you don't want that anyway.
And I was like, because the crowd's shifting, I go over and step in it, and my feet are doing that. You know? And I went to like lean next to him and be like, dude, what the fuck is the ground sticky over here?
you
To make like
pee?
a joke, and but then I was like, that might make her feel bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, this DJ comes on, and I saw him walk in. I didn't recognize he was the DJ for the night, but he walks in and he's got a case of records, and I was like,
Oh, he's about to.
I was like, oh fuck, dude, this is gonna be great. So he gets on stage, he's got this box of records, and he just starts fucking ripping them, dude.
Scratching.
Yeah, like he's going crazy. He's mashing like and like all this stuff, and he's playing like the oldies. Like he had Biz Marquis's "Just a Friend" on there. And so the whole crowd's just being like, you said he's just a friend. And like, oh my God. And he was playing fucking Wu-Tang. Oh my God. He played the one that I love. That's the Ice Cream Man. I don't know if you heard that
Oh, I
one.
love
Yeah.
Ice Cream Man.
Watch these rap get all up in your guts. French vanilla, chocolate pecan, chocolate or whatever the fuck he says. Yeah.
I love that
And
song.
oh my God, I was
seen the show?
losing it. Yeah. Well, what?
Have you seen the show? about
Oh,
Wu-Tang?
I haven't seen the most recent season of it, but I have the
Uh,
Wu-Tang manual too that I've been reading.
The new season, Loki, kind of ass.
Really?
Disappoints me.
Fuck.
Like most, it kind of makes me. But the way they like there's like one episode just only about ODB. Fucking
dude.
spectacular.
I fucking love him. Oh, and then
That was crazy.
they played so anyway, that guy gets off stage after fucking, and he's ripping 45s. He's not even doing like
So
full
small.
vinyls. Yeah, he's doing the small ones where it's just like a song on there. And he later on he gets off stage after playing just banger after banger after banger, and then
Can I just note how fucking lost I was?
talking
for
about Wu-Tang and
all of
ODB
that?
and everything. Did it cut?
I think so.
Auga!
Eyes popping out. Imagine that was like a real life like thing, like if like you saw a pretty girl, you're just
Yeah.
eyes popped out.
So I'll skip through a lot of it, but this
This guy loves
guy,
skipping.
this old producer from the Bronx is there, and he's throwing records together, and he's doing stuff, and then Raw Wattage comes out and he does his thing, so sick, and then that DJ or the producer stays out there, and then the architect comes out, and they start doing joints together, and that's when they played Shimmy Ya. Fucking, oh my god, dude. You hear it go off?
The mic so I can take
The
it
entire crowd was going, "Ooh, baby, I like it raw."
That's so
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. And then shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah. Give me the mic so I can take it away. And the whole crowd was going nuts. Like, this was the perfect crowd to be
For that
playing
song.
all of these
Well, yeah,
old
no
hip hop
shit,
stuff.
It's fucking.
Yeah, it's them, you
You
know?
know,
Yeah. So I
exactly.
was like, this is so perfect. And they're playing, again, back-to-back bangers. And then, again, I'm going to skip through a bunch of stuff. Souls of Mischief comes out at like 10 or 11 o'clock.
Fuck.
Yeah. And that's what one of the things that the security guard told me. I was like, do you know who's opening tonight? And he goes, I think it's probably something local, maybe like a DJ or something, which was that guy that had the records. And then he goes, but they're not supposed to come on till like 10. And I
Damn.
was like, fuck, dude. Well, and that was the thing, is they actually didn't come on till 11 because 10 o'clock is when the DJ got done. And then
They waited to like prep the whole thing.
yeah, and then Raw Wattage came out, and then the architect and them did their thing. So they didn't come out until like 11 something.
But
Wow.
you guys are still, just listen to that music.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So it's all right, but
Wasn't that bad.
this was probably the worst experience at a venue because there was no AC, and we were packed in like sardines. The only outside thing, there's no re-entry. The only outside thing is the smoke area, and everyone's fucking puffing on cigarettes and weed. So if you go out there, you're not getting really anything else because everyone's packed out there, and it's hot as shit, and they're smoking. So you walk out there and you're
Dying.
So the only thing I had was in between the outside and inside was a bathroom thing, and that had airflow in it. And so I would just stand there and just and I gave up on waiting for being in the very front with Souls of Mischief. I was like, I literally cannot stand out here. So I went into
Yeah.
that bathroom thing, and I like sat down for a minute, let the air hit me. I got a bunch of water, and I have a picture I got to show you. Allegedly, I put a sticker in the shitter on the like next to the floorboard.
Yeah.
I took one of my CK Beats stickers, and I'm just taking a shit, and I go.
Nice.
And so I have a picture of it, and it just goes into shitter.
That's fun.
Into
And so they come out on stage, and I'm pretty far in the back, and they're playing hieroglyphic shit. They had 67% of hieroglyphics in the building, and they had the producer that made a bunch of their stuff there. Like,
That's
they had
fire.
so many people there, and it felt like in the Wu-Tang show when you see them all going back
Like,
to back.
on,
Like,
like, the
it was
stage?
exactly that from
That's
the show.
Fire.
So you'll have each one go up in front, and they're just going, and then
like next.
and then you got
like,
the
they're all
ad
in
libs.
the back. And they're
yeah.
like-
And everyone's doing the
love that
ad libs at once.
shit.
They'll come in and be like,
like
and then they-
Coast Contra. Have you
yeah,
heard of
kind of
them?
like that. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's fire. Coast.
And they're just going in on it, and then they switch places of whoever goes in front, and then they just, and it's so fluid, like it's, oh my god, it
'Cause
was
they've
so
been doing that
good.
their
Yeah, forever, 30 years. It was 30 years.
It's crazy.
That's actually, it was the 30-year anniversary of 93 Till, so they've been doing it more than 30 years. But they're playing just great songs. They played everything I wanted to hear. And as the show's going on, more and more people are like, I've been standing here for hours, and so they'll just
Move to the back.
yep, and they just start and so I'm just slowly inching my way to the front, and I'm realizing, oh, the fucking front runner's last train is about to run in 20 minutes, and I'm 40 minutes away. And I was like, well, I'm fucked. So I just stayed there, and I was like, all right. And so then I got to almost the very front for them to play 93 Till. And so I'm sitting there going, 93 Till. I'm just fucking going nuts with them. And like, I have a picture of one of them pointing at me while he's rapping. He's kind of got this like side point. And
fire.
I've got videos of them like they
Just
they,
Photoshop a gun.
just and then like I did get to the very front for them to be doing a whole bunch of stuff, and it was wild being so close because that stage is like maybe a little bit higher than this table. Like it's maybe
like you were perfect dick sucking height.
yeah like
Yeah.
I could have just been
Save it
right
for the
there.
beat.
Dude.
I knew
Save
it.
it.
I knew it.
It was phenomenal though, but I did walk out of there like my shirt is drenched.
in sweat.
My legs are dead.
Jello.
I have no way to get home, and I just started walking back to the train station because I was like, worst case scenario, if someone like actually comes to pick me up, I'll just be at the train station so they know where it is. And then I was like, but I need to go to the bathroom so fucking bad. So I went to go to that Maverick, and they were closed, of course. It's midnight.
Another side quest.
And yeah.
Yep.
And so then I was like, you know what? The Gateway is over there. I can go to the Gateway. I'm sure that there's bars and stuff that'll be open. And I get over there, and it's fucking dead, dude. Ghost town. Nothing there. And I'm like, fuck. And everything's closed. And even like their public restrooms were locked and closed. And I was like, damn it. Which I get it, because, you know, homeless people will go in there and do their, like, fucking throw shit at the walls and all that. So I was like, I mean, it makes sense, but fuck.
I'm gonna do that during the day anyways. So just leave it
And,
unlocked.
I was trying not to make my mom come out and get me because she hurt her ankle, and it's a long drive, and she was excited about sleeping in the next day.
What day was this?
This was Saturday. And so
I would say, you should have called. I wouldn't have answered.
And so Zach calls me. He FaceTimes me drunk as shit. And he goes, where are you, dude? I'm in Salt Lake. You can come stay with us. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, where are you? And I go, well, I'm walking to the Gateway to go take a piss. And he goes, dude, I'll literally Uber you over to here if you stay the night, and we'll take you home in the morning.
I'll come pick you up.
Fire.
And I was like,
Right now.
I was like, I posted on my story like 30 seconds ago. So maybe let's give it a little bit of time in case someone wants to take me home. And he was like, dude, we got so much beer. You can come hang out. And then he goes, and everyone, and he shows me to everyone, and they're like, they really want to meet you too. And so I'm feeling like, shit, like, they want to meet me? You know, they want to meet me? What's going on, bro?
What's up?
And then it comes down to it, and then I'm like, all right, let me find out first. Let me see what's going on. Hang up the phone. Couple minutes pass, and he calls me back, and he's like, dude, they're so down for you to come stay the night and drink with us, dude. It would be so fun. And now I'm kind of getting a little convinced. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. And then they're literally getting an air mattress out right now and getting blankets and pillows. And I was like, okay, maybe this is the move. All right. And
He turns the camera around.
No one's murdered.
Fucking anything.
And then he's in the middle of saying something, and he goes, oh wait, here, and he hands me the phone to someone, and it's Libby's cousin, so it's my ex's cousin.
Ain't no fucking way.
And she goes, hi, Carson, I'm Libby's cousin. And I go, oh, I remember talking to you drunk as shit previously. Because the last time I got a FaceTime from Zach when he was drunk was out there with her. And so...
Does Zach ever FaceTime you when he's not drunk?
No. Rarely.
Okay.
Rarely. Unless he wants to fart into the microphone and hang up, then he doesn't
That's
FaceTime me.
Okay.
That's funny.
So he... I was like, I remember talking to you before. She was like, yeah. She's like, you're totally fine to come stay here. Like he said, we're getting the air mattress out. And she flips the camera. She's like, we're getting blankets and pillows. You can come stay the night, and then we'll take you home in the morning. And I was like, okay, maybe this is the move. Let's fuck it. Why not?
Not gonna lie, it does sound good.
It kind of sounds
after
fun.
a concert,
Yeah.
go drink and then just hang out with some people. And
Kind of sounds sick.
Yeah.
So what made you decide not to?
My mom was like, I'm already in the truck. Because I was like, well, it's up to you. I said, it's up to you. If you want to come get me, I'm not going to be opposed to it, but I don't want you to come out here and waste gas and hurt your foot more if that's going to be the case. Like,
Yeah.
I have somewhere to stay, but if you prefer to come get me, I'll go with you. But if you don't want to, then I can stay at Zach's perfectly fine. Like, it's complete fine setup.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm already in the truck. Tell me where you're going to be. And I was like, fuck. Okay. I'm going to be at the Gateway trying to go take a piss. And then I had to tell Zach, and he was like, I'm going to call mom and tell her to turn her ass around. And I was like,
Don't do that.
Do
Don't
not
do
do
that.
that.
Don't do that.
Please
Don't do
don't.
that. Do not. Do.
yeah. He was like, I'm going to do it, dude. I was like, no, do it. Shut the fuck up. But I got home, and everything, it was fine. But that was I took way too long again with that, but it was a fun time.
I got a haircut today.
Kid got a haircut.
I got a haircut.
Haircut.
I've been holding that in for 30 minutes. All right, that's all I had. You got another concert?
Another concert.
Hey guys, this is Nick's.
Oh yeah, hi, howdy, back here
Um,
again.
Let's talk about you a little.
Oh me?
No.
Oh okay. Because I was like, what? I'm just scared. I'm innocent. I'm lonely.
You're lonely, okay?
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. He's not lonely.
You're not lonely? Me and Carson are.
I'm so
Carson, I have a question.
What's up?
When is it our turn?
When the fuck is it our
When
turn?
is it our
dude?
turn?
When is it our turn?
You know, let me talk about my e-bike crash.
Yeah.
Just for a second, because that shit was
E-bike.
funny. So one of my friends' families, they had this e-bike, and when you hear e-bike, you're like, oh, just one of those little fucking bikes you can cruise around on.
No, it was a
No.
fast one.
This fucking thing was
Mm.
crazy. Top speed like 55 miles an hour.
Oh
I've
hell
seen those.
no.
I've seen
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
And it has an eco and sport mode. And they told me, don't full throttle off rip in sport mode. You'll do a wheelie.
And that's what you.
Guess what? This comes back into play later in the story.
It would have been really funny if you did a stoppie though. Like you put
I
your
know,
foot on
right?
there and just went over the front end of it. Like,
That would be
like
hilarious.
check out this trick, dude, and then just.
But I was just ripping the thing around for a while, having fun. Like, I was going 50 through the neighborhood.
Just shredding an
Damn.
R.
Because it's electric, torque is instant. You're like, oh, I'm going 10, I'm going 50. Like,
It's like instant. That's crazy.
this shit is so fucking cool. It's so
Mhm.
fun. And I'm about to take it back to his parents' house. I can see the house. I'm at a stop sign. I can fucking see it. It is a it's like quarter block away.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm just trying to imagine this right now.
the thing is, as soon as I felt it lift, I tried to gain control
And you're
back.
like, fuck, you're already too far
And
back.
but the thing is, when I went forward, I fucking twisted the handle harder.
Oh yeah.
And so I just whiskey throttled the fucking e-bike.
It would have
Because
been
you
so
can
funny if it like went just around and back under you again.
It's really nuts.
Yeah, you're just like, what the fuck?
But yeah, so the bike went up,
Mm-hmm.
so did I. Then the bike went down.
And so did
I
you.
might have went with it.
Yeah, and I didn't actually. I kept
I
going.
kept going, and I was really confused. But the worst part, well, honestly, the best part was that there was like a group of like high schoolers in a
And
car.
they saw
Oh, they
it.
saw everything because they were driving
Mm.
towards me.
Did they laugh at you?
This poor girl, she rolls down the window and just goes, "Are you okay?"
And you
And-
go, I'm fine.
No, I look at her and I go, "Did it look funny?"
Did it look good?
And she was shocked. She was like, "It was a little scary, but I guess a little funny." I'm like, "As long as it was funny, I'm okay." And I walked away.
And then you limp.
No, but the thing is, the funniest part, I had to pick up the pieces that fell off the bike.
Oh.
It broke off the right peg, and then the handlebars were somehow just parallel with the wheel now.
Oh no.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So yeah, the fucking handlebars were all fucked off, and I just called Landon, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "So you remember the thing you told me not to do?"
I did
On
it.
the bike.
No, that's not how I said it. Apparently, like 3 days after they got the bike,
Mm-hmm.
Landon's like stepbrother did the same fucking thing.
Oh.
Broke off the right peg, same shit. And so I'm like, "So you remember what your brother did?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "I just did that."
Yeah, I,
Same exact
that
thing.
just happened. Yeah.
Bar
Yeah.
for bar.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, I'm coming outside." And he looked at it and was like, "Yeah, same shit. The right peg, he like the other guy broke off. They replaced it. I broke it."
Now they need to replace it.
Damn.
This one though, I didn't break it as bad. It can get put back on.
Oh,
It's
good.
just the
Mm.
bolts snapped and they're still in.
That's
So that's when it
Aw.
becomes more difficult.
Yeah.
unfortunate.
But I fucked up the seat, but they already had a replacement one from when the other guy fucked it up. So I'm like, yeah.
That's good.
And thankfully, I was wearing my Carhartt, so I had like just so much fucking knee protection. Thankfully, because if I didn't, my knee would have gotten shredded. It's
Mhm.
still bruised up. Can
Fuck.
barely see it. So yeah, if I wouldn't have had that shit on, I would have been dead because I would have had these pants on,
Yeah.
and it would have just.
Oh.
Skin off everything.
So thankfully, I'm totally fine. Landon actually bled because when he was fixing it, like just fucking moving the handlebars back, he got poked by a piece of metal. And so I'm like, "Oh, you've officially bled more than me through this accident."
That's,
so-
that's hilarious.
Only a little bit of bone damage.
I'm still trying to imagine it. It's you falling off the bike.
Yeah, just
Full-
imagine a dude on like a cute little bike, and then all of a sudden the bike is just vertical.
Oh, that's happened to me, but with like I went off like a jump, and I was like 6, and I didn't see the jump because it looked like just a normal little hill. I thought I was just gonna go up, jump, full 360, handlebars landed on my chest.
Oh.
No, but like it was like it was like side of it. So like like how like they have like markings on the end of the handlebars.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
see what bike it is.
Yeah.
I had a bruise
Oh,
that said like the
fuck.
words of the bike on my
Oh.
chest. So,
Dude,
like,
that's
it was
when-
like a little stamp.
That's like when you get in a car crash and the car's emblem is like imprinted on
Yeah,
the fucking
yeah.
other car. Yeah,
Speaking of that,
you got that with the
Oh.
fucking bike.
speaking of
And
that,
speaking of cars,
I went to go pick this guy up, and as we were just barely leaving his
so
house,
my Jeep.
Kid got a haircut. So we turned the corner,
Part
and
2.
it's an intersection that's got a stop sign on the road that's going perpendicular from where we're going. So I have the right of way, and I turn the corner, and this van that's parked on the side of the road. We were like, the fact that we were already so far in front of them when they hit us.
It hit the back.
Yeah,
The
like
back,
it,
so they
yeah.
kinda saw us.
And so he didn't use his blinker. I didn't even like the whole thing. Anyway, so he just pulls out and smacks into the side of us. And for just a split second, I'm thinking I like maybe hit like a curb or ran over something. And then I see like I just see the van in the corner because it was that far back that it barely hit that. So I was like, motherfucker, this is within seconds of picking. This is the first time me and him have been in the same
In person.
area in person.
Yes.
And the just
That he
got
knows
hit by a
of.
fucking truck.
Oh yeah, that I know. It's you on my bed.
Yeah, you see a
Just taking
flash.
pictures.
I just want to take some pictures.
I'll just let it
Allegedly.
happen.
Allegedly,
He's like
allegedly.
posing.
Want to get under?
He's a minor.
Allegedly.
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 No, okay. So Luis
Uh huh.
is 17. Nix is 23.
There you go. There you go.
Nix is
There you go.
23.
Ah.
We're
yeah.
talking to Nix right now.
Yeah.
So I'm 23.
Yeah.
currently.
Gotcha. Fuck, you're older than us.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
This guy
so-
knows more than us.
Fuck.
Speak up.
And and so we get out and fucking I love that you asked me if I was okay.
Yeah,
like
that's
that
the
was
first
great.
thing I was
Like
like,
yeah,
"You
you were just like, you good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay.
Cars, you did the same thing to me when the deer happened.
Did I really?
Yeah, you're like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm gonna scream."
Well, I was drunk for that, so
True. Yeah, but yeah, you did the same shit.
that's so funny.
You were trying to take care of me, and I'm like, I'm just mad.
yeah, I was just like disappointed that
I was
just
I was
happened.
eating my apple. I was going for the bite. And I was like, fuck. Are you okay?
And it was just stupid. And it's like I don't want to talk about it too much because my mom made it worried about like the details of things. So I'm not gonna go into that very much, just because she made me worried about it.
Six
So-
after whole
$17
information.
Yeah,
million
just listening
dollars
to the
in
podcast, and they're
damage.
like, okay, like. But yeah, that happened. First time I've ever personally gotten in an accident that I was driving, and it still wasn't even my fucking fault. So
Yeah.
Honestly, kind of fun for me. Just had a little ride.
little slide. Woo.
I would have thought I just fishtailed for a second.
Yeah.
Just dripped that quarter too
Yeah.
fast. but-
It's like, damn, I took that. Oh, my fender's gone.
Oh yeah. When I got out and saw that like part of my car was dragging on the ground, I was like,
Oh, I would have a panic.
and then I
attack
immediately
instantly.
walked up and started. I clipped it all back in, and I was like, "Oh, thank God these
Yeah.
clip back in." And then there were pieces back there, and then
And
the
he
dude in the
ran it
van,
over.
he ran over pieces of it. So I'm hearing him crack the plastic.
Because he backed up.
Yeah, and then he pulls forward even more, and then like just stops. And I was like,
He shattered it. Like,
God,
twice.
maybe I could have salvaged that. Like, so then I walk over there and grab the one piece that was still intact. And
The
of
One
course,
Piece?
the one
The
piece,
one-
yeah.
Oh!
And
Netflix show? Have you heard
the live action.
I haven't
live
watched
action
it yet.
I don't want to watch it at all because honestly, it just looks disgusting to me.
But it's just like every live action anime
Dude,
thing
yeah,
that they
the
do.
fucking Death
Like-
Note one made me want to kill myself.
Me too.
What about
honestly.
the what was the Cowboy Bebop one? Did you anyone
Never watched it.
Never
Never.
watched it? I haven't seen that show anyway, so I've
You
never
should actually.
input.
It's only like
I've
24.
been contemplating. I've been thinking like once
It's
I
not
get
that
through
bad.
Naruto and Bleach, I might go to that one.
The
Have
thing
you
is,
seen Baki?
No, I've seen just a couple episodes.
Baki's
fire.
fire as hell.
Here's
There was
what-
some dude built like that guy at my gym the other day, and I almost walked up to him with just the picture of Baki on there to show him, and then just walk away.
You would look like
this- you.
You would just look like a little kid, be like,
He's like, thank you. Just walk away.
Yeah, this is you, and then walk away.
Yep. What I used to do is like when I watched longer shows like Bleach or Naruto, just watch a bunch until I get tired of it, then watch a 24
short-
episode
yeah,
anime
short
type
one.
thing, just to refresh my brain.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with Bleach. Is like I'll go through because I'm in the middle of a stupid fucking filler thing right now. So I'll go through
one?
it. This one
Is it The
is no, I'm way past that one.
Dude, that one made me want to kill myself.
This one is the one where the swords, the swords come out of the swords,
Okay.
Oh, the
and they're
swords
fighting.
come
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
the
yeah.
sword.
Because
Yeah.
there's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but
So
the
bitch
swords
came
come out of the
bitch.
swords. Yeah.
Swords come out. The swords have
And
babies.
They like have to fight their own swords to put them back in the sword.
Oh, I don't think that's.
That's crazy.
I don't think that's filler. buddy.
Really? Because it popped up in the middle of like rising action, and then it just out of nowhere clipped to.
That's
Sorry, that's the lore.
That's
yeah,
that's,
that's
that's
just how it
lore.
works.
It didn't happen in that order, but I'm pretty sure that's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring some stuff up on my notes actually.
Notes.
Yes, because I've got a few. Here's one that these are going to be kind of quick off the rip. Cade, you look like someone who'd give a car loan to or someone that would get a car loan for a drum set.
Yeah.
And then, but the other thing is that I look like I would give someone a car loan for a drum set.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're friends.
Yeah.
I'm still not. I don't have this month's payment ready.
I just work here. I just work
Yeah,
here.
you got to get that going. Interest is going through the roof.
Oh, did you up my?
Yep.
Fuck. You said you'd
And
give me a
then-
new contract.
To be frankly, who was the motherfucker named Frank that got that named after him?
On God.
Frank.
Yeah, like to be frank. I'm gonna be frank with you real
To be
quick.
frank.
Like, who?
You know.
what-
You know.
You might
it
have
was
to be
a-
a cool motherfucker because he's probably like
He's
I'm just gonna
just
give it
straight
to you
up.
straight. Like,
Yeah, he's
hey.
just
Bro,
straight up.
it was a fucking inside joke that went too far.
Yeah, he's like, oh, hey man, to be frank, and then they're like, you got to be frank.
What if
Yeah.
it just ties in with Benjamin Franklin?
Yeah, dude, Ben Frankie.
Ben Frankie.
You
bro?
know. Okay, first of all,
Sparks will
freaky
fly. saying.
Ben Frankie over
Freaky
here.
Frankie,
You
bro.
know he had like a bunch of bodies under his house.
No.
Yeah, recently they found like 10 children skeletons under
What
his
the
house.
fuck?
I'm pretty sure it's
Bro
him.
was doing
or
he was
no-
doing
Yeah,
experiments.
exactly. So they were thinking about like he could have been a murderer
Oh my
back
god.
then.
Literally.
Isn't he on a
every
$100
single
bill?
fucking
Yeah.
person.
Fuck.
He wrote our fucking all the shits.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. He could've
Motherfucker,
been a
he
murderer.
invented
Electricity.
electricity.
And
he
he could've-
invented it.
He could have been a fucking murderer. It's kind of crazy.
But it's like, who was the motherfucker named Frank that was obliterating people with the truth, being so upfront about shit that they just made that his like the term after his
No,
name?
the
to
thing
be
is,
frank.
I like to think about that. No, not that, but in terms of how quickly something can get adopted.
Right.
Like, whenever you see a roadwork sign, what do you say?
I sure hope it does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every single fucking person will say it now.
Or shoulder work ahead. I sure hope it
Yeah.
does.
Or
So-
Red Robin.
Yum.
Yeah, stuff like that where
Yeah.
it just happens.
It just it's just so programmable into human brains.
And this one's gonna be something. I'm gonna right now. I'm gonna cut this out. Just gonna let you guys know. But
okay.
um,
Come.
I'm
I'm
gonna
titties.
I'm gonna bleep every time we say the word woman. Okay. So it sounds like
You
we're
stupid
saying.
That's
Fucking-
gonna sound so bad.
dude. Fucking dude.
Fuck.
Because I mean, it sounds like we're saying a slur, but
You know, I
we're
have-
just saying.
Yeah. It sounds like we're saying.
Yeah, this guy's got.
I have a actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have no. Okay, do you?
I actually beat my.
He's a minor. He gets away with it.
Oh wait, yeah, he does.
It's
yeah.
It's
cancels
getting,
out.
it's
Yeah.
getting
It's-
bleeped out.
you know, like
anyways.
PEMDAS?
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
like something in there.
You like I beat you. Like
No, I also beat my.
Dude, I'm constantly
Sleep
beating.
Dude, I can't wait till we like have an uncensored one.
I just hate how those have their rights.
That's bad either way.
So I feel like Uncle Ruckus, like when he played this.
Yeah.
Well.
But that was a bit that I thought up at work that I thought would be really
You know what I
fucking
thought
funny.
about? So you went out there,
Dude, so
calling
much-
your mama,
So much
Uh-huh.
editing.
and I was like, look, imagine, show a cop, but in every situation he's trying to get killed.
This is a suicidal
Like
cop.
No, it
suicidal
was when
cop.
you pointed the gun at, like the
In
Nerf
your
gun at
mouth?
yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And imagine that was a tactic, like someone like holding someone hostage. He's like,
And
I'll
he's like,
kill
"I'll
myself.
do it, dude."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Then the guy's like, "Whoa, okay.
I'm
all
your
right."
hostage now.
He's just
Kill
like,
me.
he goes, "Hey, I have a wife and kids. You want to see something crazy? you want to go there? Huh?"
And like, there's like this episode he does a drug bust, but with no guns. And he's just like,
He's like, "Everyone freeze!" And they're just like, And he's like, do it. Dude, fucking do it. Oh, my God.
Go
please.
my
No.
day.
Oh, my God. And they're like, bro, are you okay? He's like, dude, I really don't. Just fucking do it.
And just like each other just turn themselves in,
Well,
so like he gets upset that he's not dying.
Well, and then they're like, well, man, are you okay? And then they start to lower their guns, and he walks up and he puts it up, and he's like, no, come on. Please,
He's
man,
like,
come on.
fine.
Just come on, like, do it. Just give me.
Come
He
on.
lifts their gun, like, just squeeze
They
it,
drive
squeeze it,
themselves to the,
squeeze it, yeah.
the station. They're like, "I'm sorry, bro."
Then I have
Bro, you got.
Sorry,
How much
Because
goes-
it's all getting believed.
this was at work. I thought of this was
Bitch ass.
really funny.
Dude, he's gonna make you work.
How much does
Yeah,
blood
yeah.
contribute to your weight?
Blood.
Yeah. Right? Okay. And then I thought 1800s a doctor. You're fat. Let's just get some blood out
You wanna know
of you to
something?
slim you down.
You want to know something? So you know how like everyone like, oh fuck, I love you to the moon and back.
yeah.
It's
The
because your
heartbeat
heart,
and it pumps that. Yeah, yeah. I
Fun fact?
fucking, yeah.
your dick also does the same amount of blood.
Bro, my
So
woman
you
does
can
the
say
same.
that-
That's amazing.
My woman does the same.
What's up, dickheads? This is kind of funny. I don't know how neither me or Cade noticed or what happened in the process of this, but it seems that we didn't record the last bit of the podcast through our microphones, just on the camera audio, so I apologize for that. And I'm sick of editing this already.
Save it for the traps.
dicks?
How you got the South Park episode when Kanye gets so mad?
Oh, now you gotta rhyme about fish dick.
Fish dick. Get
What-
my dick lick. I don't know.
But yeah, so the 1800s doctor, you're fat, let's get some of that blood out of you to slim you down. But I genuinely was like, how much does your blood contribute
How much
to
does it
your weight? And
I feel like
I remember hearing somewhere that it's not a lot,
it's not.
but it's like
Because blood is a lot less dense, isn't it?
I thought
Well,
blood was
it's
pretty
thicker
no,
than water.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
more dense.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, silly goose.
I can't think of the right word that I'm trying to think of.
viscous. So, but I thought that was like a question that popped into my head where I was like, what? And I never looked it up, so I didn't figure it
Oh,
out.
you're just like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's just like maybe we can find out. But now I kind of feel like we
Well, I
should
feel
just
like, because bones are kind of light too.
yeah, like your
it's
bones
just
are
maybe
light.
the skin. I feel like the meat.
Yeah, that's gonna be the most
The
that
quite
contributes to it,
literal
yeah.
fat on a human
Yeah,
body.
exactly.
Fat weighs the most.
But like just the thought process of
Wait,
like,
no, it
the
doesn't.
doctors at that time where
But
they're
you
like,
do lose a lot of weight when like you.
yeah, I'm just saying shit back.
I'm just scared. I'm just
We don't know what we're
scared.
talking
no
about.
one listen to a single damn thing I'm saying.
yeah, fucking. So, and the last thing I want to say is
Fucking data. Fuck.
FWIW.
FWIW.
Folga Wooga Imoga Womp.
I don't want to laugh at that. But say it one more time in a funny voice.
Folga Wooga Imoga Womp.
There it is! Tongue man Bunderson.
I don't want to play anymore.
Folga Wooga Imoga Womp.
Marriage is what bring.
Together today.
That was perfect.
Wait, what is that? Why?
I just.
Oh, buddy, have you not talked to him enough? Subnautic
No, there's so,
mammogram.
so like, you want to know what I call my shoes? Because I just got really bored of just calling them shoes. I'm just gonna put on my steppers. And if I
that's
have
good.
white shoes, I call them my fresh white GDVDs.
Oh, no, I was about to say, like, fresh steppers. That's a
no,
thing.
no, this is my step. No, but
Just
like if I
steppers.
have white shoes, they're my fresh white GDVDs.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put on the GDVDs.
You gotta put on the. Yeah.
The
for sure.
GD, it's just fun to say the GDVDs.
See, I call my.
GD.
Uh,
I put my work in the fields.
See, you're not even trying to hide it.
It's not. I'm not saying any bad word.
yeah.
See, I like to put men in the.
Boom.
I like to make and fight other and I like making bets to see.
Oh, you know what'd be really funny is the title of this episode is just a whole bunch of those asterisks
Yeah.
because it's been bleeped.
We should just have a buzzer word every episode now,
Yeah, one that
just to
yeah.
make your job hell.
Yeah, right. Fuck. I'm gonna be editing and I'm gonna be sitting there on my phone and I'm
Why
gonna
do
hear
that?
that word
You're
and
just
I'm
gonna
gonna
And
Yeah.
you're just gonna.
You're just like in the pocket, like midway, and you're like, why the fuck did I see?
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna stop, and then everyone's gonna know what we were
Yeah.
saying.
Just like-
Like the bit, I just gave up on the bit.
It's just one of your like editor notes. You start a video. Fuck this. I'm tired.
You're here at the very beginning. I'm like,
Over
all right.
half of it's bleep.
No, it's just you sitting there with an alarm clock. It's like 2 a.m. You're like, I'm fucking done.
You hear me in the beginning, so go. I'm gonna cut this out, but every time we say the word, I'm gonna bleep it, and then you just see it cut to me, and I go,
I lied.
ah,
tried.
nice. I did a couple, but like,
I
well,
got.
I'm not Superman. What
I'm
do you
not
expect me to do?
I got bored. There's only so many dolphin noises I can add to the track.
Are you doing dolphin?
No, that would be terrible.
No,
You do the squeaky boots from SpongeBob.
or
Or
the
like
pickles.
Mr. Krabs walking.
Oh God. Well, what time are we at? What do we?
It's 5:30. 55.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
Close it out.
let's close it out.
Well,
Let's-
next, go ahead. We kind of invited you here and then just did our normal thing again.
Yeah.
Well, because it was kind of spontaneous.
It was just like
hey,
last
guys.
second we were just like fuck it.
Yeah.
Next time, I'm expecting like you to know like last time I shit myself and everything. It's gonna be,
I
like,
know the
normal.
last time Carson did.
I want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was right after he was beating
Yeah.
all the.
The
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is, no one's gonna even have an idea because we're
We
using
say
it in
it
so many different ways. Yeah.
You know, you could be whipping. You
Yeah.
can put in the work.
I preferably whip the nene.
You
Whip
could
the
eat.
baby. You could eat.
I mean, you. Yeah, you can.
You could drink.
That one, absolutely.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could plant a seed.
Yeah, you could.
That's actually really true. You can penetrate.
You could kill.
Oh my god!
All right.
Right.
Give him
Plug
a
your
spill.
shit. Plug your
so,
shit.
I'm Nix. I have an album out. Good Kid, Bad Habits, and on all streaming platforms.
It's so good, y'all.
SoundCloud. You can find it on my Instagram. It's in the link in my bio. Just let me know.
We'll
Pretty
put.
good.
What social medias do you usually put in the description?
Any of them?
Okay. We'll have some of his in the description as well, so you can just check those out, because I know how fucking lazy you guys are.
I can even put like the album links in the description as
Oh,
well.
that's
so
Well,
you
I
can
made
just
a
click
whole
on it.
like DistroKid like link thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Oh,
that would be
perfect.
perfect. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it has my Instagram as well.
Oh, perfect.
all
Yeah,
the
that would
shit.
be the best thing. Yeah.
Everyone, go make sure to check him out. I'm sure we'll more than likely have him on again, because
Woo!
we didn't even talk to him at all, but he's pretty funny.
Pretty goofy, pretty silly.
Yeah, once he turns 18, he'll be back.
And it'll be a paid version. of
No.
this.
Oh, I thought you meant you were gonna get paid. I was like, no fucking
No,
shot.
they're not
We don't get
paid
paid.
a watch.
Yeah.
It's when I turn
True.
18.
Yeah.
Yep.
7 to 8 months. You know. I
Heck
can
yeah.
just-
Yeah, nice.
I know. It's
Ooh,
great. And
that
I'm gonna
was-
graduate too.
That was almost a really bad joke.
God, you suck, dude.
I know.
Quit talking about over there, dude.
Okay, but I'm always just thinking about. I gotta talk about.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
thinking about
constantly
women.
thinking about women all the
You know,
time.
funny. You're just adding this here.
I know. I'm making it so much worse.
Yeah, but at least you can just like Control V, Control V, Control V.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, after you're done checking out everything with Nix, make sure you do,
And
because
make sure you watch the video to look at his haircut.
Yeah. You can see
Yeah,
Kate got a
my
haircut.
haircut. I got a haircut
the whole
today.
time. I had to mention it one more time, just one more time.
I really do. All right, he's coming back for sure.
See, I just need to get
Yeah.
that one little like.
Yep,
thing,
I like this guy.
Thank you.
But,
I tried.
Once you're done checking out his stuff, make sure, if you're on Spotify, I'm sure some of you are on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, why don't you go ahead and rate us 5 stars? Maybe do the Q&A. Let us know how you think about the episode, about us in general, if you want to be on even. And while you're on Spotify, make sure you head on over to CK Beats, cause he's fucking dead.
Because I'm working on a little something.
He got hit by a car.
I got hit by a car.
He did. He's traumatized.
It was like the blind side. I stopped it with my hand.
Yeah. No,
I
yeah.
saved the white boy.
Did you hear they just found out that
I saved a woman.
is that the blind side is the one with the football?
Yeah, and apparently that was
it was all fake.
fake.
Yeah.
As shit, and it makes
Oh
me
my
really sad
God,
because
yeah.
I love that movie.
I have no idea what they're talking about. But after you're done checking out CK Beats and Two Brains One Cell on Spotify, jump on over to YouTube for a second. And while you're on YouTube, go to that cute little search bar at the top. They've had it there for fucking like 13 years. You have to know how to use it by
Yeah,
this
come
point.
on.
For fuck's sake, it's not hard. I am.
I mean, how many?
I'm not. There's, allegedly.
Save it for the beat.
Allegedly.
How many people are on YouTube right now and haven't heard to subscribe and hit like and hit the bell and everything? Like, you should just know to fucking
No,
do
they
that,
should
man.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
subscribe. Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you look up Two Brains One Cell Pod, hit subscribe, leave a comment on the episode, make sure you leave a like, because if you don't, I'm outside your window. And and once you're done with that, you're on YouTube still, and you now know how to use the search function.
Yes.
Why don't you try again just to get some practice and look up CK Beats
Right.
and go check
All
out
the new
that
stuff
shit.
comes out on there.
All the new stuff.
Sometimes on Spotify, but mainly on YouTube.
Have you seen the tutorials of how to open a door on YouTube? Because in the comments, it's always like, "Now how do I close it?" I'm like,
I'm stuck
that's
on
what it
YouTube.
reminded me. You just go. I'm like,
True.
what is the comments? You're like,
How
what
to
next?
how to not whiskey throttle a fucking e-bike.
I don't know how to do 360 in air on an e-bike.
Right. But yeah, make sure you check all that out, and thanks for listening.
Yes.
Make sure to check out Nix's stuff.
Yes, sir.
I haven't heard it yet, but I'm going to.
Oh,
What a
I
bitch.
should I show him the album
What a
when this is
bitch.
done.
He's gotta leave.
Oh, fucking piss. I can just send you.
I do have a leaf, actually. But yeah, make sure you check all that out, and thank you for listening. Make sure you guys stay safe, because if you die, that's one less listener, and we don't want that. And yeah, make sure you guys stay safe, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And
Play that theme because it's free to use. That'll be our outro theme. Is that
it
shit.
really?
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah, they got it from a free to use thing. It's in every video.
So that
everywhere.
was a really just iconic moment to end it on there. It's
Yeah.
always sunny in Philadelphia, and then boom. Just, that's fine.
See.